Hi everyone and welcome to Xeno ReInvent. For those of you who are new here, this is a quarterly product innovation session that we have with all of our customers and partners where we walk you through all the latest innovations in customer engagement and how you can utilize them for your business. Today we have a special focus in today's Xeno ReInvent on AI, which is probably the talk of the town today. But before I get to talking about our latest innovations, I want to quickly touch base on the two biggest trends in retail customer engagement. First is omni-channel, where retail is becoming more and more and more omni-channel every year. 73% of shoppers today already use multiple channels. Recently, I myself was making a few purchases for clothes, for a watch, and I was going in store, doing some research, going back to the brand's website or app, checking it out again before finally making a purchase. And all of us are doing that today, right? And in this omni-channel world, customers expect us to know them singularly across that entire journey, whether we're going to their stores, online, or making a purchase. A second big change that's happening today is AI. AI is becoming more and more powerful every month. Every single month, every single quarter, we get new LLM model upgrades, a new ChatGPT 5, Nano Banana, something or the other is changing all the time. And as that's happening, newer and newer use cases are getting unlocked for us as marketers in customer engagement. But the problem is that the platforms of today that a lot of us use are too siloed to fully solve for customer engagement in an AI first world. Because we have different platforms for our online websites and apps, for our stores, a different loyalty platform, a different marketing automation platform, so many different technologies that we're trying to merge together, that one of the big problems we deal with is managing data sync issues between all these different platforms, not having any true single customer view. And the problem with that is any AI is only as good as the data we are providing it. So if the AI does not have the true single customer view, the AI is just not going to be as effective. If the AI doesn't have all the tools, it won't be able to do everything it needs to. And because of these reasons, the way we think about Xeno and the vision that we're building for is the connected customer engagement platform that's purpose built for retailers for the AI era, where we're solving everything in customer engagement, from building intelligence around an individual customer to sending them personalized offers to running the loyalty program to sending them personalized marketing communications to personalizing the website and app experience and even delivering those same experiences in store, all in a manner that specifically solves for retailers with Xeno AI at the core. Now, today we're going to walk you through our recent innovations around this vision, which is AI Content Studio, the Channel Intelligence Suite, the AI Recommendation Builder, Role-Based Access Control, Xeno AI Co-Pilot, and a lot more small releases. So I'd love to know, before we get started, which of these 5 releases are you the most interested to find out more about? I will keep the poll open for another 15-20 seconds, which gives everyone a chance to answer. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for your responses. Um, as I was expecting, most of you are highly interested in the AI releases, from AI Content Studio to the Recommendation Builder to the AI Co-Pilot. And Why would that not be so? Everyone's more interested in AI today. But before we get to all of those releases, first let's talk about a quick win when it comes to gamification. So last quarter, when we were doing the Xeno reInvent, we spoke about the gamification launch, and one of our customers, along with many others, have already started using the gamification product. And just wanted to quickly share a success story with all of you, where in an iPhone pre-launch campaign, one of our retail partners used gamification in an A/B test, and they were able to see a 2.7x click-through rate improvement and an increase in sales too from this particular campaign. That is the power of gamification. Like, all of us love to play games, all of us love to engage with games, and when a customer engages more with us, they end up shopping more as well. So if you've not tried it yet, I'd highly encourage you to try building a game through Xeno. And we've now made it as easy as creating a WhatsApp campaign. No developers, no pain, no delays, just delightful engagement. You can just log into the Xeno product and create your first gamification campaign today if you've not yet. Now let's get to the releases of the day. The first innovation we're going to talk about today is AI Content Studio. Now, what led us to build AI Content Studio in the first place is that while I was having conversations with all of you, we started realizing that we all talk about personalization, one-to-one personalization. We make plans, strategies to scale all of that up. But then ultimately, everything just gets stuck when it comes to creating content. Like, creating content is the biggest roadblock to scaling personalized customer engagement, and that's what motivated all of us at Xeno to solve content creation for you. Now, the first thought was, why can't we just use a chat GPT or another AI model? But the reality is, even though AI has progressed so much, the standard out of the box AI models like ChatGPT are still not enough to create marketing images that we'd all use. Here you can see an example where we asked ChatGPT to create a Happy Diwali creative in a brand's language, but we got a very similar output across all the different brands. Now, when we gave the same input, the same exact prompt to Xeno's AI Content Studio, we were able to see highly on-brand images. Like, if you compare to the previous images, you got very standard, boring, bland images. But here, you're able to see for crossword, an actual bookstore, for being human, an actual physical fashion store environment, and for a Subway, the actual Subway subs, the Subway Coke glasses, right, in a Subway store. So AI Content Studio enables all of us to create on-brand images. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough in terms of how you can create your own images and text messages using AI Content Studio.
Every marketer is familiar with this scenario. The campaign is due tomorrow. The designer is still working on the previous creative. The copyright is overloaded, and you're left staring at a blank screen, hoping for inspiration to strike. What if you could go from an idea to a launch-ready campaign complete with copy and creative in less than 2 minutes? That's precisely what we've accomplished with Xeno's AI Content Studio. You can locate the Content Studio here in the navigation bar. Let's start with the message. For instance, suppose we're planning a Diwali weekend campaign for a fashion brand and want to connect with our loyal customers on WhatsApp. Here's the goal. Promote the Diwali weekend campaign for the fashion store. We'll select WhatsApp as the channel, set the tone to promotional, and target frequent shoppers. Now comes the magic. The brand kit. With a single switch, every word, font, logo, and tone you use will automatically stay perfectly on brand. This is where differentiation happens. To make each message feel personal, we'll keep the personalization on. This allows the AI to intelligently choose what type of personalization to add. If you're feeling creative, you can add more through this variable list. Want to add an emoji? You can do that too. Finally, click on Generate Content, and you're done. As you can see, multiple active agents work in real time to generate your content. The system even personalizes the content by adding a Dear First Name salutation. The message is written in a warm and relevant tone, ready to be sent. You may refine the tone, rephrase, lengthen or shorten the message based on your preferences. If you're not satisfied with the content, you can click dislike or like to adjust it further using the custom prompt. To ensure none of your changes are lost, you can enter a prompt and hit apply. You can always view your previous creations and scroll through them. Now, let's bring this campaign to life visually. This is where the fun begins. We will choose the channel's WhatsApp for image generation. We will select an aspect ratio of 1:1. While you can upload a base image, which is optional, in this case, we'll create something fresh. For instance, we can write a prompt for a festive sale for Diwali featuring a model in ethnic wear against a golden background with soft lighting and some text. This is a very basic prompt that you can share, and you can even specify your target audience. In this case, we'll target frequent shoppers. Let's apply the brand kit here. Click on Generate Image and watch the magic unfold. The system immediately starts working, showing real-time progress as it fetches brand guidelines and analyzes past campaign images. As it works, you can see the process continuously transferring between AI agents, from the orchestrator to the marketer, then to the designer, and finally to the senior designer. Upon reaching the senior designer, the image generation process is completed. The result is an image that closely mirrors what a human designer would create, capturing the same colors, warmth, and festive glow. Each image feels brand ready, as if a designer spent hours perfecting it. Now, if you want something more creative, you can use a custom prompt. For example, input, "Dualify this image more," and watch as the AI understands your prompt and begins working again. The process repeats, with the task moving from the orchestrator to the marketer, then to the designer, and finally to the senior designer. This happens in real time, allowing you to watch the progress as the image transforms. This is creativity on demand. You simply input a custom prompt, and the system gets to work generating another image. Once the process is complete, the image is even more dualified. This showcases the capabilities of the system. You can also see that your previously created content can be placed here. I have already experimented with some images in the past, which you can see under previous generations. Remember, this is about amplifying creativity, not replacing it. It's about giving marketers the freedom to move at the speed of their imagination. Because in today's world, the fastest marketer doesn't just win, they inspire. Thank you.
Isn't that exciting? With AI Content Studio, now you can create text messages, you can create images to use within your marketing communications. And if any of you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the Q&A section, and we'll answer them as soon as possible. Now, as we continue, want to suggest some tips on how you can make the most out of AI Content Studio. First, to make the images more on brand, you can upload your brand guidelines into Xeno, and the AI Content Studio agents can be fine-tuned so that they work just like a designer for your brand who you manually share brand guidelines with. Second, you can ideate marketing ideas and experiment with ideas by asking questions to the AI Content Studio and asking it to come up with text messages and images. Additionally, while creating content for a specific campaign, you can upload the specific product image you're looking to promote, and the AI Content Studio can convert that product image into a creative so that you're still focused on the actual product you want to promote, and the AI is just generating the creative around it. You can, of course, create an image from scratch too. You can generate text copies as well. And the same way, AI Content Studio can even modify existing creatives where maybe you want to create a version of a previous campaign, and instead of going back to a designer, you can use AI Content Studio to modify that particular campaign. Now, along with AI Content Studio, we made a lot of other smaller updates to our product as well. Like in our next gen marketing platform, we've launched capabilities that increase app notification delivery rates. We've upgraded the campaign analytics that you see against an individual campaign. You can abort a campaign that just started running. In our next gen loyalty platform, we've added product and category level redemption rules. We have a loyalty command center upgrades that make it easier for you to manage your loyalty platform. And within our customer data platform, we now have the capabilities to full-fledgedly manage exchanges. And even if there's an issue at your POS end with a return bill which didn't have a reference number, that can get ingested into the underlying Xeno platform. And on top of all of this, your entire loyalty engine can work as well. If you want to know more about any of these releases, you can reach out to your Xeno point of contact and we'll be happy to share more information. Now, coming up soon in this session, we're going to talk about AI recommendation builder, Xeno AI Co-Pilot, and a lot more that you were really excited about. But before that, we're going to quickly talk about campaign and channel intelligence. Now, one of the biggest problems we face as a marketer is that we create the perfect campaigns, we create the perfect content, we think about our segmentation strategy so much, and the content just doesn't reach our customers, which is so painful. I'm sure you all feel that pain, the fact that in SMS you can't reach a majority of your customers. Email, WhatsApp, RCS, each communication channel has its own deliverability issues. And last quarter, we made a big update to that by launching fallback campaigns and fallback journeys. And already today, we are seeing a 25% improvement in delivery rates across different brands with Xeno. The highest output in India is a retailer that's improved their delivery rates by 35%. The best in Middle East improved their delivery rates by 24%. And across our entire customer base, we are seeing an average delivery improvement of 25%. Think about that. Just by using fallback campaigns and journeys, you can reach 25% more customers, which amplifies all the effort that you're making from segmentation to content creation to actually planning those campaigns and journeys on top of all of that. But that's what we've already done. Today, we're going to show you more product updates that can further accelerate and further improve your deliverability, which to me is really exciting because it amplifies every single thing you're doing with Xeno today. Different use cases you can solve is doing that same fallback campaign not just on the same day, but now on the next day or day after. Imagine customers who you sent a WhatsApp campaign to yesterday where it failed to deliver to 50% of the base. The next day, you can retry sending that campaign to the remaining 50% of the base, or even a few hours later if you'd like. You can even identify customers who are never getting delivered communications on a particular channel. All you have to do is set up the communication DLR for all communications on SMS that are delivered 0 times within the last 30 days. But to the same customer, they have 3+ failed communications within the last 30 days, which means even though we're trying to reach this customer multiple number of times, communications are not getting delivered to them. So you can reduce your spend on a particular channel to better optimize your overall budget by ensuring we're not reaching out to customers to whom communications are never delivered on a particular channel. The same way we put in so much time and effort to create email campaign creatives, we either create the creative using Xeno's email builder or we build an entire HTML. The email delivers to our customer, but that customer doesn't open that email. So you can resend those same email content to that customer to maximize the likelihood that they actually open that email campaign and actually see your particular content. And then you can extend all of this even further with Xeno's AI channel affinity personas, where for every individual customer, we can identify their likelihood to convert from a particular channel. Maybe some customers have a high likelihood to convert with WhatsApp, others have a low likelihood. Same way for email, SMS, and every other marketing channel. So you'll be able to see not just the favorite channel for an individual customer, like we see here that for a particular customer, SMS is the favorite channel. We'll be able to see the affinity for each customer against each channel, which takes it even deeper so that you can use that depth of information to further plan your campaigns. And in not just knowing the affinity of each customer to each channel, our AI models also predict the best time to reach out to each customer on each channel so that you can automatically time your communications to reach each customer on the best channel at the best time. Now we're going to come to AI Recommendation Builder, which is a release I'm personally very excited about. And the problem with recommendations is that one size does not fit all, right? If I'm one customer, at different points of time, I have different moods, I have different needs. From the same brand, I could be buying a multitude of different products. And at different point of time, on the same day, on different days, my needs could look different. So I have changing needs as a customer. The same way as businesses, all of us also have changing needs. Sometimes we want to cross sell to a particular customer, other times we want to upsell, sometimes we just want to push them to come back and place their next order, sometimes we want to clear out certain products, or we want to push certain low performing stores. So we have different needs as a business at different points in time. So again, just sending singular recommendations don't work again. And that's why if we see all the tech products that we use today, they all use varied recommendations. Your Netflix is not my Netflix. All of us, when we're shopping on Amazon, a Blinkit, a Zepto, etc., any such platforms, we get to see different recommendations. If I'm someone who owns a pet, I will get recommendations around pet products, but a different customer could be seeing very different recommendations. And the way to solve this is not by using singular standard recommendations, but by actually creating unique recommendations for every different customer. And we'll walk you through how we solve that in a bit, right? And all of this is going to be so exciting because just like all of these tech companies, you will be able to create your own AI recommendation models. Imagine not just getting a forced AI recommendation model, but having access to an AI recommendation builder where all of you can create your own AI recommendations. That is what Xeno is going to enable you to do. And I'm going to walk you through that step by step by first starting with the favorite personas and then talking about the AI powered next best recommendations. When it comes to favorite personas, Xeno for a long time could tell you each customer's favorite product, each customer's favorite product category, favorites product subcategory. But every business is unique and every business wants to know their customers uniquely too. If you run a restaurant or a cafe, you want to not just know what is each customer's favorite product, but what is their favorite hot coffee, what is their favorite cold coffee, what's their favorite snack, what's their favorite burger, and so on. As a grocery business, again, you want to know what is my favorite snack, what is my favorite breakfast meal, what's my favorite beverage, right? When it comes to a fashion brand, what is my favorite category, what is my favorite category within men's, what is my favorite women's category, which kids age range am I generally shopping for, because I could be a customer shopping across all of these different categories. So by identifying all of this, we're able to reach out to each customer in a highly personalized manner. And the same way this extends to beauty too, where you can know each customer's favorite skincare, favorite face wash, favorite body wash, so that you can send them specific reminders around their favorite products in each category. Now, the way you can do this is very, very easy. All you have to do is log into Xeno's product, and in a matter of 2 minutes, you can create your own favorite persona. Like here, we're walking you through how you can create a favorite category in men's department and a favorite coffee persona. And we're going to walk you through this process in a lot more detail, but it's much easier than you realize. On top of all of this as well, you can create a variety of next best recommendations using Xeno's AI recommendation builder. Imagine if I was a customer that's shopping for my entire family, maybe I'd be recommended kids sweaters, men's jackets, and women's bags, which is not very effective as a marketing campaign because I'm just seeing a multitude of products, right? Whereas, let's say when I'm scrolling Instagram at different points of time, I see different promotions, and some of them maybe connect with me at that moment in time. Now, with Xeno's AI recommendation builder, you'll be able to replicate that exactly, where to the same family shopper, you'll be able to send them a recommended women's footwear campaign, a recommended women's bag campaign, a recommended men's jacket campaign, a recommended kids clothing campaign. So you can create different types of recommendations for the same customer and send those specific communications to each and every customer basis on how they react. Now I'm going to quickly walk you through how the AI persona builder works at Xeno and how easy it is to create these personas and visualize them for an individual customer. To start with, we're going to navigate to the persona screen and we're going to create a persona. Here you can see two types of personas. You can create a favorite persona and a recommendation persona. In this first example, we're going to create a favorite product category persona within the men's department. What this persona will do is identify the customer's favorite product category within the men's department. And to do this, we will select the persona level as category and the department filter as men's, which will identify the favorite category within the men's department, and we will give a weight distribution to the order, quantity, and amount rules to identify that persona in the first place. That's it. We have created the persona. Now we're going to create a next best recommendation persona. And instead of creating the favorite category in men's department, this time we're going to recommend the next best category in men's department. Or we're going to do a select recommendation, again the persona level as category, filter as department and men's. And we can say how many recommendations we want. Since this is a category level persona, we'll do one recommendation. Now we're going to create a multitude of next best recommendations, right? So we're going to recommend a customer the next best product within the women's shoes category because we want to send them a campaign with multiple women's shoes along with the product's images. So for this, the persona level will be product and we will filter it to the category of women's shoes, and we will say that we want 5 recommendations as an output from this model. That's how easy it is to create these next best recommendations, right? And now against each and every one of these next best recommendations, you will get these content variables that you can use within a marketing communication. And if you have multiple recommendations within a particular one, you can use _2 or _3 to reach out to each customer with a multitude of recommendations and not just a singular recommendation. For now, we're going to quickly walk you through a simple example of how you can use this in a campaign, right? Where this particular recommendation that we created, we will use that recommendation within a specific campaign as a variable. And the AI models will then automatically populate this value against every individual customer as a part of our marketing promotion. Now we're further going to walk you through how you can see the personas against every individual customer. So here you can see for this particular customer, the favorite category in men's department is clothing, the favorite next best category in men's department is men's beauty, and the next best product, which is the number 1, is peach colored shoes. But we've also created 4 more recommendations which you can't yet see here, but you can use within your marketing communications. Now, what's really powerful about Xeno's AI recommendation builder is that you can create multiple variations for a singular customer. You can have 5, 10, 15 recommendations for an individual customer, and basis on the theme of a campaign or a journey, you can choose which recommendation to send to which particular customer at what point in time. Second, all of these recommendations, just like you saw on the UI today, you can build within minutes. And after that, the recommendations for your entire customer base will be ready within 24 to 48 hours. And once your recommendation is live, the algorithm for your recommendation, the AI model at the underlying level for your specific brand is recreated on a weekly basis. But what's magical is that every single time a customer places an order, in real time, we update the recommendation for that individual customer. The reason we built it like this is that ultimately you want to power use cases like there's a new customer that just placed their first order, and maybe later today or tomorrow itself you want to send them a campaign with next best recommendations. Typically, most products update next best recommendations only on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. But if you can send those recommendations in real time, you can unlock new use cases and new types of marketing campaigns without waiting for these recommendations to get updated. And very soon, you'll also be able to use the images for your product recommendations in a WhatsApp and RCS carousel campaign. Isn't that super duper exciting? Imagine receiving a WhatsApp campaign with a multitude of variations, maybe a campaign with recommended women's bags, women's shoes, women's clothing, beauty products, and maybe if you're the same customer who's also shopping for your family, for your kids, you get recommendations for your kids products as well, and over a period of time all of these recommendations change as your behavior changes over a period of time. Now we're going to quickly talk about role-based access controls as well. Now, as data security is becoming more and more important every single day, especially with new data security acts coming up, more stringent rules and regulations around that, we've upgraded the way you can manage your customers' data security within Xeno. First, we can, of course, assign roles to every user, which we could always do, but you can also see the last activity for each user. You can modify access for an individual user at any point of time and deactivate users as well. But the magic is the fact that you can create your own custom roles where you can have very specific users with very specific needs so that they only get access to the part of the product that you need them to have access to, so that nobody can overuse the product or misuse the product. And by defining such specific levels of access, you can control that. What's really powerful about this is that we have really fine-grained access controls where for every single part of the product, as you can see here for loyalty, you just don't need to give access at a loyalty level. There are further drop downs where you can define a minute level of access to say which area of the product are we giving access to. So we can give access to the analytics product. Further within that, maybe communication analytics, and even within communication analytics, which specific communication analytics dashboards. That is the minute level of access control you can go to restrict the level of access for each user so that it's focused on exactly what they need to do. Some of the most common use cases for this are, of course, you can have an admin user who can manage everything. Then you can have a marketing manager who's only able to create segments, send campaigns, send journeys, and see your communication analytics. For any deeper customer insights, that can be an analyst role. A store staff can only view the 360-degree view, and if they need further support, they can go to a support manager who can edit a customer's profile, give points, redeem points, see OTPs, right? And then you can create any combination of these roles as well based on what your requirements on ground actually look like. Next, we're going to come to the release that all of you were the most excited to find out more about, which is the Xeno AI Co-Pilot. What's really powerful about the Xeno AI Co-Pilot is not just what it can do today, but everything that it's going to unlock in the future, right? And we're going to show you everything that it can do today and the power that it has. Now, the problem with all of us as CRM marketers today is that we're overwhelmed. We're stuck in execution, right? Every Friday is really tough when we're having to push out campaigns for the weekend, right? We're stuck from ideation to approval to content creation, and unlocking insights across this entire process feels harder than ever. But what if AI could unlock those insights for us? Wouldn't that be cool? And that's what Stu can do. Xeno's AI Co-Pilot, your always on partner. The first two problems Stu will solve for you is instant expertise. You want to solve a use case with Xeno but don't know how. Xeno's AI Co-Pilot will be able to guide you in the right direction. You want to get deeper insights around your communications, your campaigns, your journeys, your channels, any of that. Xeno's AI Co-Pilot will be able to get you those insights at a very deep level. So to show you how that's all going to work, I'm going to quickly walk you through a demo right now.
We begin by clicking on the Copilot icon in the top navigation bar to access Stu. We ask Stu how he can help us. Stu can assist with almost anything on Xeno, such as guiding us through the platform, answering questions, or analyzing data. We ask Stu to take us to Content Studio. Stu is made up of AI agents that each handle different tasks. Stu understands the entire Xeno platform, which is why he can take us to Content Studio or help us move around the Xeno platform. We can return to our current chat by clicking the Copilot icon, where our chat history and original chat are available. Next, we ask a more complex question about setting fallback SMS if WhatsApp delivery fails. Stu can answer this because he is connected to many tools, including all the documentation for the Xeno platform. He checks the documentation to find out how to handle these situations. When Stu starts explaining fallback campaigns, we click the expand icon to view the answer in full screen. We learn that fallback channels can be set up during campaign creation in Xeno, just as Stu explains. We can also review the official documentation Stu shares to see all the steps. Now, we ask Stu about our top performing campaigns. For example, can you tell us about our best campaign? Which campaign is our best one yet? Stu understands our question and asks us to clarify which metric we care about, like whether we want the best ROI or the highest revenue. We say we want to know about attribution revenue. Stu uses AI agents to access our SQL data, create a query, check it, run it safely, and show us the results in a clear way. Stu tells us that our best campaign has earned about 1.12 crores in attribution revenue. Let's now ask Stu for the top 5 campaigns. Stu is able to maintain context about the attribution revenue metric and list the top 5 campaigns. Next, we want to see our delivery metrics for WhatsApp campaigns. Stu generates a SQL query and gives us the metrics we need. We ask if Stu can break it down month by month for July, August, September, and October. Even if we make a typo, Stu, as a smart AI co-pilot, will understand and still respond. Stu now shares the delivery metrics. We can also switch topics easily since Stu is made up of independent AI agents. For example, if we want to set up wallets, we just ask how to do it. Stu finds the documentation and shows us the best way forward. Stu then explains how we can set up wallets for our loyalty programs. Since Stu has been so helpful, we thank him. That's the end of this demo. Thank you.
Isn't that powerful? With Xeno's AI Copilot now, you can ask it any questions, ask it to get insights. You can try asking how many ever complex questions you want to try and get better insights. And then we'd love to get all of your feedback so that we can further tailor it to your use cases. But this is like your very own ChatGPT, deeply integrated into Xeno, deeply integrated into your customer data, into your communication data to unlock the type of insights that you want. And this is just the start for Xeno's AI Copilot. Now today, we walked you through our channel intelligence suite, the Xeno AI Copilot, the AI recommendation builder, role-based access control, AI content studio, along with a sneak peek of many more releases. After seeing all of these demos, I'd love to know which of these capabilities you're most excited to utilize today for your brand. We'll just take another 10-15 seconds and then we'll continue. Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for your responses. Right? And basis on all of your interests, we will ask the Xeno team to get in touch with you so that we can unlock these capabilities on ground for you. Now, along with all of these things, we also launched the new Xeno UI, which is going to lay the platform for future innovations, right? You can even search to go to any particular aspect of the product so that it's very easy to find it and do many more things. But now I'll quickly also give you a sneak peek of some of the upcoming innovations with Xeno. First off, the Xeno AI Co-Pilot that you saw will quickly transition to become your executive assistant. Every month, you will see new updates coming on the Xeno AI Co-Pilot, and it will keep taking more and more of your plate, from segments to campaigns to journeys to analytics to loyalty to offers. Any ask that you have, please share them across with us so that we can accordingly prioritize and we can solve for the things that you feel are the most painful for you today and that you believe Xeno's AI Copilot can solve for you on ground. Further, very soon you'll be able to create your own custom next order likelihood and win back likelihood models with Xeno. Just like you were able to create the favorite product or the next best recommendations with Xeno, the same way you'll be able to now predict the likelihood of a particular segment of customers to convert. Whether it's active customers or at-risk customers or dormant customers or lapsed customers. And how this will be really powerful is you can better allocate budget within that particular segment of customers versus an overall just a next order likelihood, which will always give a higher likelihood of conversion to active customers and a lower likelihood for dormant customers. But now you'll be able to see even within dormant customers which customers have the highest likelihood to come back and make their next purchase, which is going to unlock even more use cases for you on ground and even better optimization of your marketing budget. And ultimately, the future that we're building towards is autonomous customer engagement. This is something that's going to take us some time that we're quietly working on in the background, but giving you a quick sneak peek today. Imagine if instead of creating campaigns or creating journeys, you create autonomous AI customer engagement agents where each agent has a specific purpose, like converting a new customer to a repeat customer or reactivating a dormant customer. For each agent, you pick an overall segment of customers, maybe let's say inactive customers for your dormant reactivation campaign. You give the AI agent a quantum of content, which is core content templates, along with the capability for the AI agent to make variations to those content as required. And then further, you can even integrate it with AI Content Studio to create more content. You can prevent over communication by ensuring that the AI agent never sends more than 2 messages every 7 days or anything specific like that to a particular customer. And the AI agent will optimize for the success outcomes like ensuring a customer places an order, clicks through on our marketing communications, does not unsubscribe from our marketing communications, all with the outcome of driving further business. And the way this is going to work is that you just simply create this AI agent, and then the AI agent will make a decision for every individual customer, for the millions of customers that you all have. So if you have 3 million customers, the AI agent will make a unique campaign plan for each and every one of those 3 million customers. That is what's going to be possible with autonomous customer engagement. And everything that we're building is very soon going to lead to making this reality true, whether it's our recommendation models, it's next order, win back likelihood, all the other models that we already have in Xeno, the AI agents that we've already built, they're all going to come together to enable us to very quickly achieve autonomous customer engagement together. And the best part, when this launches, you'll even be able to compare your AI agent with your test group versus your control group to see, by doing all of this, how much incremental business am I driving in the first place? Because that's ultimately what matters, right? Being able to drive incremental business. And you will be able to see, because of the autonomous customer engagement agent, how much incremental business you're being able to drive versus what we're doing today. So as this happens, as AI evolves, our role as marketers is going to evolve a lot more from creating individual campaigns and journeys to working together alongside these AI agents. And Xeno is going to be leading the way alongside that with our autonomous customer engagement vision. That's it for today. Now I'm happy to answer all of your questions. From what I can see, we already have 12 questions. Feel free to ask additional questions, whichever ones you have, and I'll get started by answering all of your questions. So the first question is, how can I start using AI Content Studio? This looks pretty amazing. So to start using AI Content Studio, just reach out to your Xeno Customer Success Manager, and we will connect with you to get access to your brand guidelines so that we can add them to the Xeno product. If you don't have access to your brand guidelines, our AI agent can automatically create those from your website and we can get you started. The next question is, will it also learn from my past good performing campaigns and make images more like them? This is in specific. In general, it is hard to give as an input to the designer. Absolutely. So the AI agent is trained on all the campaigns and all the content you have ever created within Xeno in the past. So it will use the combination of your brand guidelines, your past content created in Xeno, along with the input and the prompt that you gave to the AI agent right now, and it will combine all of those together with the underlying AI agents to give you the appropriate output. The next question is it limited to just image and text, or you can AI suggest what campaign to create? As of today, the AI agent can create images and text, but we're happy to take feedback for whatever more you have in mind. What's the logic behind having favorite channel for a customer? The idea behind having a favorite channel for a customer is to figure out which communication channel they're most responsive to. But the reason we built channel affinity against every individual channel is we felt that is more effective as a marketing strategy to use within our communication. So my personal recommendation would be to use the channel affinity models where we score each customer on each channel, like WhatsApp affinity, high, low, medium, and use those scores to actually plan our marketing communications. For example, if I run a QSR brand, I should, which is a low ticket size brand, I should only send WhatsApp communications to high affinity WhatsApp customers, and maybe sometimes rarely experiment with the other customers. There are a lot of new releases. What is the best way to start using all of these upgrades? You can just reach out to our team again, to your Xeno point of contact, and we'll be happy to set up a direct session to start enabling you to use all of these particular capabilities. And even faster than that, you can drop us a WhatsApp message or a support ticket with which are the new releases you would like us to activate for you first. Then the next question is, how can I know in advance what Xeno is building and what you're showcasing at Xeno ReInvent? So what we've done is we've built out a public roadmap that you can all see. You can see the public roadmap at roadmap.getxeno.com, where you can see our latest releases. So you can see everything that Xeno has already released. You can see what's coming up soon, so this will give you a quick perspective into Xeno's different releases. The next question is, what is the logic behind these product recommendations you are suggesting? Can you add some guide for us to understand and maybe to build trust? Absolutely. There is an underlying machine learning model that makes these product recommendations, and we'll be very happy to share across more product documentation with you in terms of how it actually works. Next, we have these WhatsApp message product recommendations would be dynamic, right? Not common for all the customers. Absolutely. So even though the text content in WhatsApp is mandated, you can change the images in a WhatsApp creative. And that's what Xeno will be able to do, where we'll be able to send different creatives and different product recommendations dynamically to each customer basis on the recommendation you selected for that particular campaign. The next is, I need my store staff, which is over 100 store staff, to have access to only the 360-degree view. Today we have given access only for the store managers because the current way has a lot of extra access. Need help in giving this limited access to all the store stuff? This question was asked anonymously, but if you can just message your customer success manager, we can help you enable this, where for your store staff you can give them view only access to the 360-degree view, and the store managers can have broader access. The next is, how do I know if these AI features are a part of the plan that I have for Xeno? As of today, all of these AI features are available to you in your current plans, but if that evolves, we'll be getting back to you. The next question is, can Stu create campaigns or recommend to whom I should share campaigns with, or what should I give as an offer? So as of today, Stu can give you deeper insights around the campaigns that you've already run and help you figure out what type of campaigns are performing really well, or what type of journeys are performing really well. And using those insights, you can plan your next series of campaigns. Like I shared previously, Stu, Xeno's AI Co-Pilot will very soon even be able to recommend offers and a whole lot more. Next, does channel affinity work purely on delivery data, or does it also consider open clicks or whether orders were attributed to that particular channel? It absolutely looks at every one of these metrics, from whether a communication was delivered or not, whether it was opened or not, whether it was clicked or not, whether an order was placed or not. Every single indicator that is available to us to determine channel affinity is used in the underlying algorithm to predict channel affinity for an individual customer. Next question is around AI Content Studio giving output in English. Yes, AI Content Studio can work across multiple different languages as well. Next question is, all past content will it be intelligent enough to only use top performing creatives? So the AI agent today just looks at the creatives and focuses on optimizing the creatives. It doesn't look at only the top performing creatives, but that's something that we can look to do in the future. Today it looks at all of your creatives and looks to create the best looking creative. The next question is, when Xeno starts fallback option for WhatsApp to WhatsApp. This is actually launching later in November itself. We'll be very happy to share this with you as soon as possible. Yes. Is RCS available for iOS users as well? Yes, we're working to roll it out for you for iOS along with our channel partners very, very soon. The next question is, can we upload the brand fonts and brand colors in Xeno dashboard so that the AI Content Studio creates the creatives according to the brand language? Absolutely. That's exactly how it works. You can give us the brand fonts, the brand colors. If you have a PDF document, a Word document, a presentation with your brand guidelines, whatever you have around your brand guidelines, you can share that with us and we can upload that into the Xeno product so that the AI agent works exactly as per that. Yeah, I think this was just a continuation of a question. Yes, I think there's a request to share the link to the product roadmap. We'll definitely share that across with all of you very soon. Then there's another question around mobile compatibility. The underlying Xeno admin panel works on your laptop or your desktop. It's not optimized for mobile screens, but of course, the microsites that we build, the communications that we plan, anything customer facing is optimized for mobile. I think that answers all the questions that we had as of now. I'll wait for another 15-20 seconds to see if there are any more questions before we wrap up. Perfect. Thank you so much everyone for joining us for another edition of Xeno ReInvent, the AI edition. It was so great talking to all of you, and I'm So excited to be sharing all of this with you, and even more excited for what we're going to do together with all of these releases to truly upgrade our CRM and loyalty programs together. Thank you and have a good day.